Hey folks, Post here, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video, and here we go, we got the moveset and full moveset and stats and all that for the new Kanto starters, right? So, like I said before, like, which one to pick, honestly, they're all, like, not the best. they're free, which is nice, but, there definitely are better versions of each of them out there at the moment. For their typings, right? So just pick your favorite, honestly. But if you do want my opinion on if you really want to optimize it and, whichever one you want, I'll go through them. So, first let's go through Blastoise's stats and moveset. So Blastoise and main character, right? It's a water type striker, special striker, weak to electric, HP 351, attack 224, defense 97, special attack 224, special defense 97, speed 175. This is at 3-star, non-boosted, no affinity, none of that, right? We actually don't have the stats for affinity yet, so we'll probably have to wait on that first. But at the moment, that's the stats that we have at hand. First move, Bubble Beam, water, special attack, 49 power, 100% accuracy, single target, 2 bars, very small chance of lowering the speed of the opponent, right? This is whatever, it's Bubble Beam. It's not really useful. Second move, you got X special attack, which is X special attack, 2 uses, +2 special attack every time you use it, obviously. So for your third move, Hydro Pump, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, is already in the game. Misty Starmie has Hydro Pump. I know, no one ever uses it, but it's always been in the game. So Hydro Pump, water special attack, 125 power. And this is not at, this is 1 out of 5, right? So very powerful move here. Unfortunately, 80% accuracy. So we got a Hydro Miss over here, but obviously there's actually quite a few great accuracy buffers in the game already at the moment now. Unlike before, we got Rotom and Alakazam, which is probably better for Blastoise since Blastoise's sync move is kind of whatever. Right, so we got accuracy buffers for that, so it's not like that big of a deal. 3 bars, single target, and then Race You. Sharply raises the user's speed, raises the user's crit as well. I don't know why the color is consistent here, but anyways, let's ignore that. But yeah, all these starters' stats are the same. It's just they got different movesets. They also have the same sync move and the same. I hate this new Twitter thing. Where's classic Twitter? But anyways, but yeah, their sync move is all the same. For Blastoise, it's Water Sync Beam. Well, I guess Venusaur is like slightly different. 200 power, single target, special, right? Passive, Power Reserve 2, powers up moves by 20% in a pinch, right? The stats here, these are at 5-star if you do use potential tickets on them, right? Or whatever they're called, power up, boost, things, the raising stars thing. So if you raise to a 5-star, 440 HP, 270 attack, 148 defense, special attack 270, special defense 140, and speed 220. Obviously you could raise all these starters affinity, which gives them even more stats. I've seen like 300 plus on special attack and attack once you got them to like I think 2 out of 3 or something on their affinity, which the stats do skyrocket with the affinity, so that's really good. You could exchange those in the item shop in general with your daily tickets. So do your dailies, folks. Do your dailies, even if you're a completed Pikachu. Do your like you also get 30 gems. Why not do it, right? So I said it's weak to electric. It's actually weak to grass. I don't know why I said electric there. Yeah, it's weak to grass. All the starters they're weak to like the other starter types. So Blastoise weak to grass, Charizard weak to fire, or Charizard's not weak to fire. Charizard's weak to grass. No, what's going on? hey, it's been quite a night, so forgive me. Charizard's weak to water, Blastoise weak to grass, and Venusaur's weak to fire, right? So, yep, that's the stats and sync move and passive over there for Blastoise. Moving on to Venusaur. So Venusaur's, oh my god, this thing again, same stats. It's 3-star stats, right, which are like honestly abysmal. Same stats, grass type striker. Venusaur is a mixed striker. It's officially listed as a physical striker because of its sync move, but it's mixed. It's got solar beam as well as razor leaf. Weak to fire. Again, same stats. First move, razor leaf, grass, physical, 43 power, 95% accuracy, AoE. 2-bar move, crits land more easily. Second move, dire hit. Third move, solar beam, which we'll go into more detail in like the next slide because solar beam is complicated. Move 4, race you is the same. Sharply raises speed, raises the user's crit. 2 uses on yourself, right? So going more into detail on solar beam. So solar beam is like this. So it's 125 power, which is very, very strong as a 2-bar move. 2-bar move, 125 power. But like most mainline Pokemon games, it takes 2 turns, right? So when you first use it, and it only consumes 2 gauges. It still consumes 2 gauges. It doesn't consume 4. But okay, this is the official description. The user gets ready to attack. Using this move again will cause the user to attack. No other actions can be taken while ready to attack. The preparation period is skipped if the weather is sunny and the user can attack right away. So if the weather is sunny, solar beam is broken. 125 power, 2 gauges, 100% accuracy. This is solar beam is absolutely broken if the weather is sunny. Again, sync move, should be grass sync impact, slight typo there. And then 200 power, and then power reserve 2 for your passive as well. And then, yeah, that's extremely powerful. So it's basically kind of like Kahili's and Avalog's moves, right? You know, you have to release the button, whatever, you have to like wait for the next turn, and then you get the attack in, right? So, but still, two gauge move, even if it's 2 turns, that's still really, really good, right? Moving on. Now let's talk about Charizard, the worst Charizard. So here's Charizard. It's a Fire-type striker, Fire-type special striker, weak to water. 351 HP. Again, the stats are the same, right? Flamethrower, fire, special attack, same as Torchic's Flamethrower, 47 power, 100% accuracy, single target, 2-bar, very small chance of burn. X special attack, Fire Blast, fire special attack, 116 power, 85 accuracy, 3 bars, single target, very small chance to burn. Race you, sharply raises, again, same thing, sharply raises speed, raises crit, 2 uses, all that stuff. And then, again, the stats at 5-star and the sync move, fire, sync beam, 200 power. Power reserve 2 as its passive, it's the same as that. Honestly, Charizard is basically worse Infernape, right? So Infernape has a 2 gauge fire type spam, although Infernape is physical for Fire Punch. And then Infernape also has Fire Blast, and Infernape has, you know, +2 crit, and Infernape has +2 special attack. And Infernape's Fire Blast has more accuracy with the sync grid, and Infernape's Fire Blast has more power-ups. And Infernape has a lot of stuff in its sync grid, right? And unfortunately, the Egg Pokemon won't have, isn't going to have sync grids, right? It seems at the moment. So there's that as well. So basically, Charizard just seems like a worse Infernape to me, honestly, if we're looking at Charizard. So in terms of which one is probably the best to choose, as strong as Venusaur seems, and I initially thought, you know, Venusaur was probably the best one, but now thinking about it, Venusaur is good, but Ho-Oh is coming out, and I'll do right after this, as soon as possible, I'll upload the video on Ho-Oh, right? Going over Ho-Oh's moves and stats and all that stuff. So do subscribe to get all those videos. We're also going to go over Wally, Jasmine, Wallace, all that stuff. So Ho-Oh has Solar Beam as well. And Ho-Oh also has Sun. So Ho-Oh is just like, and there's no stab in this game. So Ho-Oh's just a straight up better Solar Beam user than Venusaur. Ho-Oh also has better stats. So I initially thought Venusaur was probably the best, but now that Ho-Oh's details came out, it does seem like Ho is just going to be better than Venusaur. Like, Infernape's a better Charizard, Ho-Oh's a better Venusaur. But Blastoise, however, you really don't have anything, like, I mean, Blastoise is quite unique, because all the good water-type strikers in this game, like Chris and Crasher Wake, Floatzel and Fraliger, both of them are physical strikers, and we don't really have a good special type striker, Hydro Pump, water type user in the game. Obviously, Signature Blue, and you know, all of these will come in the future, right? You know, we've got Signature Blue with Mega Blastoise coming, but at the moment, Blastoise seems like the most worth it, just because, like, the only, like, other 2 water type special strikers are Clawitzer and Barry, which are, Clawitzer's not like terrible, but Barry is like bad. So yeah, Blastoise does seem like the best one over here, right? Especially if if you pair it up with like a Sabrina or Rotom, right? In rain, like this thing will hit very very hard. In comparison to a lot of the other, just because, and even if we're not counting the special versus physical, just in terms of damage, like Chris is strong. I think a lot of people underrate Chris a lot. Chris's first two Mega Kicks are extremely powerful. They're one of the among some of the strongest moves in the game, right? The first two Mega Kicks are extremely powerful, but after that, yeah, you're kind of left with Waterfall with really mediocre offensive stats, right? Blastoise, when you max out Blastoise's stats and give it a bit of affection, Blastoise has better offensive stats than Chris, and Blastoise doesn't really have great offensive stats, and it's better than Chris. So there's that, right? Unfortunately, although Floatzel's another. Floatzel's just insanely consistent, right? Crash Awake is insanely consistent, but Blastoise, I do think is probably the better one to pick up for now, right? He's probably gonna get outclassed in the future. For those of you who are wondering, Wallace is not a striker, right? Wallace is tech, so it's not going to do much damage. Well, who knows? Maybe it could do some damage. But yeah, if I were to judge them, I'd say Blastoise is probably the best, and then probably Venusaur, and then Charizard, right? But again, like I said before, just pick whichever is your favorite. Like honestly, none of these really matter that much. Maybe Blastoise matters like a bit, but like none of these matter that much. In the end, just pick whichever is your favorite starter of the three. Personally, I picked Blastoise because Blastoise is my favorite starter of not just of the Kanto starters, of like all of them. I personally like all the Kanto starters. The Kanto starters is probably my favorite set of starters. But mainly because Blastoise boosts up so much, right? But Blastoise is my favorite among them, and it's one of my favorite Pokemon. It's a huge turtle tank. It's awesome, right? And Squirtle is really cute as well. So, yeah. Anyways, that's me for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know, guys, what you guys think in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed this video, share on your channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. And also remember, this is grass, not electric. And yeah, I will be posting videos on more details of all these Datamined info in the next few hours. Also, I will be posting these on Twitter as well. So if you want to get like these like 20 minutes early or whatever, you can follow me on Twitter as well. Link is in the description box down below, and I'll see you guys very very soon.